The upheaval sparked by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s vaccine skepticism has now spread beyond the CDC to the agency that funds vaccine research.
That's according to the former head of that agency. She told Ed O'Keefe she was ousted after speaking up about the importance of childhood flu vaccines.
Ultimately, we were disregarded. We became inconvenient.
Dr. Jeanne Marazzo was a top scientist at the National Institutes of Health until late March, when she was placed on administrative leave. She'd clashed in a meeting with newly appointed Trump administration officials over flu vaccines in a season when at least 279 children had died from the virus.
We pointed out that, in fact, 90% of the deaths at that time were occurring in kids who were unvaccinated.
But in a new whistleblower complaint filed to a federal watchdog, Marazzo says Dr. Matthew Memoli, then the acting director of NIH, said vaccines are unnecessary if populations are healthy. That mirrored something often said by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
It was a little bit like hearing the echo of what Secretary Kennedy had been promulgating in terms of healthy kids.
And you had never been in a meeting like that where the personal and political views of the HHS secretary permeated down into conversations about science?
Never.
Marazzo, a civil servant, succeeded Dr. Anthony Fauci as the nation's top infectious disease official.
It's not recommended for healthy people.
She's speaking out as Kennedy faces new bipartisan criticism of his leadership. Is he qualified to be doing the job he's doing?
No.
Is he dangerous?
Yes.
Why?
He's dangerous because he ignores the evidence, and he appears to be driven by a desire to satisfy a need to tear things down.
For example, Marazzo fought to preserve billions of dollars, including funding for pediatric cancer, HIV, and tuberculosis that was abruptly suspended.
We were sort of a voice in the wilderness, and just trying to say, wait a minute, people are going to be left hanging without medications, without checkups.
Marazzo was told she'd be transferred to the agency handling Native American health services. She says it's retaliation.
They didn't want somebody in that position who was going to argue about what they thought was right.
As for Dr. Matthew Memoli, the official Marazzo claimed used vaccine talking points from Secretary Kennedy. He's now the #2 at NIH. An HHS spokesman says Memoli, quote, consistently champions gold standard evidence-based science. HHS wouldn't comment on Marazzo being placed on leave.
Ed O'Keefe in Washington for us. Thank you so much, Ed.